Have you ever bought a protein bar or a granola snack or a smoothie and you thought, I am doing something good for my body today? Well, we're going to peel back the label on some of these products and see, are you really getting a healthy food or are you being misled by what it says on the label? That's what we're going to talk about today. Well, I'm excited to share this with you today because so many times we come into the grocery store and we assume it's all good. Well, I know you've been with me long enough to realize it's not all good, and there are some things we need to learn to avoid by what it says on the label, and there's other things that we need to recognize, wow, that actually is good. I was making a good purchase. So today I'm going to help to solidify your good choices and help you to recognize the choices that might not be the best. And so thank you for letting me share this with you today, and to always continue sharing with you. To those of you who like, subscribe, and hit the bell with our channel, God's recipe for excellent health. And if you haven't already checked out the Bible Diet Collection, which is a collection of almost all of my courses all in one complete package, I highly recommend you check out the Bible Diet Collection. Let's start by identifying what words on the label might not be good for you. Let's talk about what I call a halo health effect. In other words, we see words like organic, gluten-free, plant-based, and we assume it's good. It's got to be good. It's those words that I'm looking for. But are they really? And so does it mean it's good for your body or not? So let's look at 3 examples. Number 1 is a superfood bar. Sounds powerful, right? It sounds incredible, but you flip over the label and what do you find? Hidden sugars like brown rice syrup, agave, cane juice. Those can be good in and of themselves, but we have to look at, well, are we really getting too much sugar for what we're trying to accomplish in this meal bar? What about natural flavors? What does that really mean? And what about proprietary blends? Now, I buy from companies that do use the words natural flavors and proprietary blend. That's not necessarily bad. It's, do you know the company well enough to trust them? It is a way to not give up your secret ingredients so other companies don't copy what you make. I totally respect that. This is a very much a business. And so I can respect the word natural flavors and I can respect the word proprietary blend, but it also can hide ingredients. So you have to be able to trust the company that you're buying from. Do you trust them? And that takes investigative work. And so that's up to you to decide whether it's good or not. Natural flavors can come from real foods. Natural flavors can come from anything. Again, we have to be able to trust the company that you're buying the food from. Another is, what about canola oil and sunflower oil? These are ingredients that are very inflammatory. So I don't want them in the ingredients of any superfood bar that I would want to buy. So superfood bars, definitely we want to watch out for the amount of sugars, the added ingredients, and any gums and extracts. Food number 2 is green powders. Yes, some are great. Many of them are just glorified, flavorful fiber. Yes, just fiber dressed up with color. They can have added sweeteners. They can have sweeteners that you do not want. They can have sweeteners that you do want. They can have synthetic vitamins. We don't need lab experiment vitamins. We only want vitamins from real food. And they can have fillers and anti-caking agents. Okay, again, don't want that in our food. And again, you can have proprietary blends, which we've already covered, can be good, can be not good. Depends if you trust the company. All right, example number 3, meal replacement bars. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose. You do not ever want to have sucralose in anything that you're eating. Do you want emulsifiers? Well, emulsifiers can interrupt the lining of your gut and they can cause havoc. So we don't want emulsifiers either, or synthetic isolated proteins. Like most likely that's coming from a very low quality dairy or it's coming from soy. And lastly, we don't want those gut harming ingredients such as guar gum, xanthan, and carrageenan. So we don't want those in our meal replacement shakes or meal replacement bars.
Struggling with cravings, fatigue, or confusion about your health? You're not alone. But you don't have to stay stuck. Get the free Bible Health ebook and discover 7 powerful steps to real, lasting transformation God's way. Break emotional eating. Learn what truly satisfies. Align your health with God's truth. This is your breakthrough. Get your free Bible Health ebook now on the website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com. It's time to take the first step toward vibrant health, both physically and spiritually.
Now, let's look at why it matters what the ingredients are on these foods, especially if you're thinking this is going to be a healthy food, and we may discover that it's not. So, let's look at why this matters. When you're trying to eat clean, everything you're eating does matter. It's going to alter the chemistry of what you're trying to accomplish with your healing process. And so, when it's marked as fuel for your body, it might actually be disrupting your hormones. It could be causing blood sugar crashes. And that is a very depression starting cycle that we do not want to get in. It can cause inflammation and it can weaken your gut health. And here's the spiritual layer. 1 Corinthians 6:19 says, your body is a temple. And so, what are we offering on the altar? We really want to be able to live our life well and to be strong and resilient in this world so we can be strong for the Lord. But yet, many times these foods, they just take you out. And so, we totally want to recognize what is good and what is not. And so just because it has all the key words on the label does not mean it's something we want to be consuming. Now, what do we do instead? So I want to share some options with you. And now I'm not saying never buy a protein bar again, and there are some good ones on the shelf, and there's some that I wouldn't choose. I'm not saying never buy a meal shake replacement again. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying let's learn to choose our products well. So let's look at the red flags. There are three, and I've already gone over this. One is natural flavors. It's vague, it can be synthetic, it can be real, it can be any number of things. So do you trust the company that you're buying from? Second is seed oils. We do not want canola, sunflower, corn, or soy oils in anything that we're eating, ever. Ever, ever, ever. We don't want that. And then lastly, proprietary blend. Like I've already shared, if it's a company I trust, then yes, I want that proprietary blend because it's going to give me that gut microbiome, distinctive health that I'm looking for. Or it could be a proprietary blend that is hiding things that I don't want. So I need to be able to trust the company. So those are the three things. Instead, this is what I want you to look for. I want short ingredient lists that you can read. Okay, a few words can be a little bit longer than 2 syllables, but do you recognize the words? Number two, cold pressed or real food based. Are the ingredients real food? Next is no ever, ever, ever artificial. You are a real person desiring to live a real life. You do not need fake stimulants to help prop you up for the day. No, no artificial sweeteners, gums, or fillers. And then better yet, make it yourself. Make it yourself with real ingredients, with real nutrients that you can recognize. I have the best healthy banana cookie recipe ever. No sugar, just bananas, applesauce. I use some oatmeal, use a little bit of vanilla, and I had to put chocolate chips in there for my husband. But other than that, we blend that up, bake it, and it is a delicious food. If I want to make it more protein rich, then I'll add some collagen powder to it or some of my protein powder that I know, like, and trust. And so definitely it becomes its own meal replacement bar, yet I've controlled the ingredients and it's delicious. And so that's what I want you to do. So don't let the industry fake you out. No more lab experiments should be allowed in your house, on your table, or as part of your food. You're a smart person, you care about your health, and you're trying. So now let's just use these tips to be even more well equipped. And I want you to be confident about your choices, confident about what you're serving yourself and your family, confident in knowing you're doing really well for your health, because I want you to be able to be resilient in what is going on in our world today. I want you to be strong. I want you to have a microbiome that just sings when you eat without singing out loud to your neighbors. And I wanted you to be able to think well and to think smart, but always in a matter of being able to give God the glory for everything you are doing. Well, thanks for letting me share with you God's recipe for excellent health. If you just are like me and you just love to dive into information and be taught, I have created the Bible Diet Collection. You can understand what is the Bible Diet and all of the courses that I've already written for the last several years, all combined into this one collection. So check out the BibleDietCollection.com and see if that's where you want to get started learning even more about God's recipe for excellent health. Thanks for watching.
Struggling with cravings, fatigue, or confusion about your health? You're not alone. But you don't have to stay stuck. Get the free Bible Health ebook and discover 7 powerful steps to real, lasting transformation God's way. Break emotional eating. Learn what truly satisfies. Align your health with God's truth. This is your breakthrough. Get your free Bible Health ebook now on the website thebiblicalnutritionist.com. It's time to take the first step toward vibrant health, both physically and spiritually.
Are you ready to have more fun in life and not be plagued with sickness and tiredness? At the Reclaim Retreat, we see transformations happen as soon as you arrive at this anointed place, a sacred space where God is at work and you can truly rest in His presence. Join a community of like-minded individuals ready to reclaim their health, their joy, and their God-given purpose. Come be refreshed, be renewed, be transformed. Spots are limited. Save yours today. Register now at biblicalwellnessretreat.com and reclaim what God has already promised you.